What's good about your boy Haki? And today we're gonna be back to DJ Akademiks reveals how Roc Nation is trying to destroy him. Now, man, I think this literally has to do with Megan Thee Stallion. So you already know how I feel about Megan Thee Stallion. It's low key. Can I say that on YouTube? Can I say fuck Megan Thee Stallion? Fuck Megan Thee Stallion. But anyways, let's play the video, guys. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. I'm sorry. Hey, all the women that are gonna come flooding my comments saying that I'm a piece of, I don't care. She's not a good person. Just take it or leave it. You know, like I don't really care,
She's
bro.
going
I
after
low key actually to the people that are gonna leave hate, like they're like only gonna watch like 20 seconds of the video and leave hate comments. Can you leave like 2? Because every time y'all do it, push the video out more. Thank you.
Akademiks and even Akademiks employees or people around Akademiks going after Aiden Ross, who is friends with Akademiks. She might be going after Drake next. So, who is not stopping until she gets revenge on everyone. Stallion is out for blood right now, and she's not stopping until she gets revenge on everyone. She's going after Akademiks and even Akademiks employees or people around Akademiks, going after Aiden Ross, who is friends with Akademiks. She might be going after Drake next. So in our last video on this situation, we covered how Akademiks did a subpoena. Now, during that subpoena, DJ Akademiks recorded everything and leaked it to the public. And we seen him asking Akademiks how he got certain information, why he's saying certain things about Megan Thee Stallion, why he believes Megan Thee Stallion is a liar. This time around, we thought that saga was over with, right? No. DJ Akademiks just announced that Megan Thee Stallion just did a legal maneuver where they're now demanding or requiring, because the judge already approved it, that Akademiks come and sit for a second deposition.
If y'all watch some of the clips I even posted about the deposition, the lawyer of Meg Thee Stallion decided to argue with me about my opinion, if I believe Meg, rather than even asking me questions. Nevertheless, they filed a what's called a motion to compel, right? So there was a question that they asked me. They said, hey, Akademiks, you tweeted out at one point that break-in, Tory Lanez DNA was not found on the weapon. We want to know, how did you get that information? Now, that information, if it were valid, would be only known by 3 parties: the judge, prosecution in LA, and Tory Lanez's defense team. Now, remember I said if it was accurate. Now, everyone and their mama made it clear to say, hey, that's not accurate. Even Tory Lanez's lawyer said that. Which means when I tweeted it out, because I tweeted it before the day of the day in court even started, it was pointed out Akademiks didn't tweet out the right information.
Yeah, they're talking about this tweet right here. Now, this was tweeted out February of 2022. Tory Lanez didn't start trial until December, but there was a couple of hearings going on. Now, apparently, there was no media personnel in court. It was actually only Megan Thee Stallion's team, Tory Lanez's team, and the judge. So when Akademiks tweeted this out, it was revealed in court a few moments ago that Tory Lanez's DNA was not found on the weapon in the Megan Thee Stallion case. Well, Megan Thee Stallion and her team believes that Tory Lanez fed Akademiks this information. If you've been following this, though, you're probably asking, why is this important? She's not suing DJ Akademiks. DJ Akademiks isn't being sued by Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion is suing Milagro. Milagro is alleged to have received money from Tory Lanez in exchange to spread or to defame Megan Thee Stallion. That's what Megan Thee Stallion's argument is. So why is she bringing up Akademiks, Aiden Ross, Drake? Because she's trying to prove there's essentially a RICO conspiracy against her. She's trying to prove that the forces that be, rather it's Tory Lanez as Drake, rather it's Stake, that there is a cahoot. There is a group of people who have an invested
Why does he say cahoot, nigga? You mean coot?
interest to slander her, and they're being paid, which is why she keeps bringing up DJ Akademiks in court, Aiden Ross, Stake, right, Grand Wizard, is because of that. And but again, they're not being sued. So why is it important? Because if she could prove, yo, Tory Lanez fed Akademiks this information. Yo, Tory Lanez fed Aiden Ross this information. Yo, Akademiks, Aiden Ross, Grand Wizard, they're being paid to slander me. If she could prove that, then it makes her job a little easier to prove that Milagro received money from Tory Lanez in exchange to slander her. This is why this is important. But a lot of people, right, who are I guess, familiar with the law, they've been saying, hold on, this is just not about this Milagro. It sounds like Megan Thee Stallion is using this Milagro stuff to get these
To pull in like DJ Akademiks, pulling Aiden Ross, pulling basically anybody. And the thing is, have we not noticed something? Every time that you try to say anything about Roc Nation, weird stuff like this just keeps happening. My boy Solu Minotti used to say this all the time. Roc Nation is full of demons. Look at what happened with DDG and Halle Bailey's crazy ass. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I could look at Halle and just see that someone was off, but DDG probably didn't care. He just wanted some Disney star cuckoo, right? Besides the point, right? But why every time that something happens with Roc Nation, niggas start getting threatened, all these documents start coming out, like who Roc Nation got, like what they got going on over there, bro? That shit is suspicious.
depositions to then set
I'm
up a
recording.
legal trap to probably potentially sue Akademiks or sue Aiden Ross or sue Grand Wizard. Okay, this is what the long-term play is.
Yet, Meg Thee Stallion's lawyers, aka Roc Nation lawyers, they are trying to say, I got the information from a credible source. Now, today in court, and I'll tell you exactly what happened in court. It's gonna come out in the minutes anyway, right, or the transcript. So today in court, they were trying to say that in their conspiracy theory that Milagro defamed Meg. Milagro claimed she had the same source as me, and if they could force me to reveal the source of my tweet, they could prove the conspiracy, and they believe that source is Tory. So if I say Tory, they're gonna now say, well, you said your source was him. Tory may have sent you money. Okay. They're going into cuckoo land. Now, let me tell you a few things that did happen in court, and I'll tell you what.
She just mad because people don't look at her the same. You make hot girl music. What? Like, this is the shit that be blowing my mind, bro. Why would we assume that someone that makes music about being a 304, shaking their ass, cheating on men, lying, cheating, stealing? Why are we listening to this and we think that this person is an A1 citizen and they're a good person? You were lying about. She has lied like 3 times openly about people she slept with. If she'll lie about that, what else will she lie about? Like, I'm tired of this Megan Thee Stallion bitch. I'm like, this shit annoying, yeah.
Order.
Watch, they gonna take this video down too. Roc Nation, they got crazy people over at Roc Nation, bro. They constantly doing research on people like this
in
shit
terms
weird.
of the motion. The judge, number one, scolded the defense, or not defense, but the plaintiff, I guess the plaintiff's counsel, which is Quinn Emanuel's representative. I won't say her name, but scolded them because he went over the deposition. He was also confused why the hell they were asking me about everything else but the relevant things. He was very confused.
Bro, they trying to don't even give him your source act. Hey man, we know that Roc Nation is real good with making people disappear, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Don't give out your source, bro. They're gonna try to take him out, so they try to take out Tory in prison. Like, come on.
Literally said, I read
like
most.
Anybody that's watching this, if you think that the Tory Lanez stabbing was random, you're out of your mind, bro. You're out of your mind. All of this information that was coming out about Megan Thee Stallion, and then out of nowhere, that happens. Like, no, it's not a coincidence.
You guys asked Akademiks a bunch of things that doesn't on face value, or maybe you could substantiate, has anything to do with Meg Thee Stallion or even the case you got in Florida. Okay? Okay, that's number one. Number two was the issue of the question they asked me. The question was, who gave you the information that you tweeted? Now, I got to be honest with y'all, chat, and I really want to be clear.
This dude, what the
I don't got Alzheimer's, but y'all do.
That nigga drink like that. This nigga just got 2 bottles.
No, this now Julio.
Damn.
If to my memory.
Right now, Akademiks understands legally he don't want to give these people nothing at all, not even an inch.
Yeah.
But if let's say there was no threat, there was no veiled threat of Akademiks potentially being sued, and this was just Akademiks just holding it down, I would tell Akademiks, don't hold it down. Because think about it, right? Like an artist giving information to a publication or to bloggers, there's nothing wrong with that per
Yeah.
se. Megan Thee Stallion and Roc Nation, they feed the blogs too. Van Lathan said that like a Roc Nation personnel called TMZ to run a negative story on Colin Kaepernick. So artists feeding information
Like this, the shit I'm talking about. Roc Nation is evil, bro. This shit is
to
crazy.
the media or paying the blogs to post certain things, that's normal. It becomes flagrant if the information is false. And I've seen Tory Lanez and I've seen other people say as of recent, that Tory Lanez DNA was not found on that gun.
Like if y'all go back to my Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion video, literally when they were redoing the case and they had one of the, was it like somebody that's important in LA? It was a female, I forget her name, that she was just saying like, we're gonna look into this case, because we think that there was some wrongdoing here. It was revealed that the DNA found on the weapon was so little DNA and it was so unusable that it could have been I forget what they said exactly, but go watch the video. I might try to pin it here. Dude, it had so little DNA that it could have been any black person. That's how little DNA they had. It could have been him or I think like another 5 million different black people. But they still used it. Like I'm telling y'all, the Roc Nation, one day we will see the fall of Roc Nation. One day. I don't know when
So
though. It's
if
one
that's
day.
the case, then there's nothing wrong with Tory Lanez saying, yo, here's the report, my DNA was never found on the gun reported. It only becomes flagrant and foul if it's not true. And if I'm Akademiks, if Tory Lanez and his team fed me wrong information, bruh, we not homies then? Right? If you will feed me wrong information to manipulate me or manipulate my audience, then we not cool. Right? Then you put me in harm's way. Nah, bro. Yo, he told me. He told me. So if the information is true, then come out and say, man, bro, yeah, Tory told me, but it's facts, right? If it's not true, action bomb on Tory for putting him in harm's way, right? Because what you're doing, if you my mans, you won't feed him to the dogs like that.
Yeah.
Now, during the deposition, as a matter of fact answer, I said, I'm unwilling to divulge it. As the combative lawyer got pissed off over time, because I could tell she was so heated. I'm just sitting there. As she got pissed off over time and tried to bring the issue back up, she asked me if I was trying to use at least what's called in New Jersey. There's a shield law for people who are journalists that would prevent legally them to be forced to give up sources to information they disseminate. Now, during the deposition, I actually even said, because I could tell this chick is fuming. It's 7 hours. And I'm over here tap dancing on him. I'm over here giving him the works. You feel me? Like I'm not.
Hey, this is one of the last times I'll stop it for a little bit, but I hope y'all understand. DJ Akademiks is actually really intelligent, very intelligent, very good journalist in my opinion. Yes, he's done some very fucked up things. Yes, he's kind of. There's some controversy around him. I'm not gonna say he's like the amazing, but he is very intelligent.
I won't lie to you, Meg. I don't know if you spent $100,000 on that, but I was giving all 7 of them the work. So eventually, when I realized they paused the deposition, they said, "Yo, we're gonna go get a judge right now. We gotta get this answer out of you." I say, you know what? I'm not gonna use the shield law anymore. As a matter of fact, I'll answer. My answer is, who gave me the information?
Oh, that we're gonna take another shot. Ugh.
I don't recall.
And I bet that works too, because it was 3 years ago, and they would have to go dig to go get that information. They would have to do a lot of legal. They would have to take a lot of legal action to make him prove who gave him the information.
That's the reality of it. So today in federal court, and by the way, I didn't have to appear, but you know, I appeared for one reason, and the judge gave me some assurance. And by the way, shout out to Judge Brendan Day, salute to my guy, good magistrate out of New Jersey federal court. He said Meg's lawyers were trying to say that what we do here can't qualify as journalism. So laws that protect journalists can never apply to us. The judge basically, after questioning her and essentially Meg for a decent period of time, they then reduced their stance to say, no, that's not what we're saying or asking. We're not saying that academics cannot get protected by laws that protect journalists, especially, and I told the judge, because the judge asked me, and I stood up, I represent myself. He said, are you trying to enforce a shield law? I said, well, in the deposition, I said, I'm not even going to use the shield law. I'll give you an answer, which is I don't recall. But the reason why I'm even showing up here to even challenge this motion is because if she gets a blanket win on the shield law, it means for future cases where someone...
I stand corrected. I was wrong. If this is Akademiks' reasoning, he's 100% correct.
That's what I'm saying. I knew he had a reason. I know, like I said, Akademiks is smart, bro. He ain't no idiot. You think this also ain't the first time that he's been sued. You got to realize, you posting information exposing people, bro, they gonna come at you every time, bro. Not every time, but a lot of the time, bro. Like, he's been sued a decent amount.
Precedent is very important. We seen with this Diddy case. When it was about to determine whether Diddy was gonna do 20 years in prison or 2 months, what they say? Go find legal precedents for Mann Act convictions similar to Diddy's, and we're going to factor that in at our sentencing, right? Now, the judge went completely left, as people would expect, but yeah, legal precedent is very important. So I can say, yo, if Roc Nation and Megan Thee Stallion can do this, right? If they can violate the rights of journalists, if they can violate the rights of, like, again, constitutionally protected rights for journalists, right, to receive information under confidentiality and not have to disclose it. If they can violate this, then then there's no hope for anybody else coming after me. So shout out to Ak, man. Nah, that's noble, bro. Like, I rock
real
with that,
ninja.
bro. Like, that's
real.
Like, that's
watch out, real ninja shit. You know what I'm saying?
This next part is really concerning to me. So Akademiks will release a phone call between the private investigator that Megan Thee Stallion hired and one of his employees. Now, Akademiks hires a bunch of people, or not even hire, like, he kind of partners with them to run the Akademiks TV, because they run it. Ak just kind of oversees it because it's his brand. And like, Akademiks TV has a lot of people posting for it, including some of Akademiks fans who are minors. According to Akademiks, the private investigators hired by Megan Thee Stallion is contacting minors and trying to, like, talk to them or trying to gather information from them without, like, their parents being there or on the phone to kind of, like, mediate. Now, Akademiks would release a phone call between one of the people that works for Akademiks TV and a private investigator for Megan Thee Stallion. Now, Ak didn't reveal whether or not this person specifically they were talking to was a minor, but he did say minors were contacted at some point.
You have a right not to incriminate yourself. You have a right to an attorney if you want to hang up and not...
And by the way, this is whack. You little $2 private investigators, don't try to read Miranda rights to my niggas, bro. Don't read like, you can't arrest nothing.
Nothing, nigga. You are a private investigator. Then you ain't doing nothing. What the fuck? Like, you ain't doing shit. Like, what? Like, what? Reading her Miranda rights. I ain't gonna lie. She better than me. I would have hung up on it. What the fuck is you talking about? You have the right to, and you have the right to click. What the fuck are you tripping? You got the right to what?
We gonna go to 1 million hearings and we gonna bleed your pockets dry. That's why I show up without a lawyer. You ain't got nothing against me. And if you do, we'll go at that route too. Y'all keep paying lawyers $1 million every 2 months for a bunch of bullshit to investigate. Some of these people y'all are calling are children. They're 16-year-old who this is their first job, which is might be to click a button. They don't know what's going on. Good job. Keep spending y'all attorney money. Keep
that boy bleeding Roc Nation dry. Keep it up, bro. Keep it up. This is entertaining.
keep having people stake out of y'all are staking out of minors' houses because they like a particular artist and they might be endearing to the chat niggas. Keep doing that. But y'all are spending real hard. This is not cheap. This minute they were on a flight over 12 hours to go get to this person. Keep doing that.
What Megan Thee Stallion and her lawyers are doing is sick. Like, that's sick, bruh. Why are you stalking people? Why are you going and waiting out of people's houses to have conversations with them?
Oh, y'all are really waiting outside people's houses. Yeah, I probably would have up poll on you. Hey, whoa, who the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean? You about to? That is freaky as hell, bro. That's like one of my worst nightmares is walking outside my crib and somebody walk up on me. Hey, I'm gonna need you to come with me, nigga. Whoa. Now you got too much dip on your chip. Where am I going? Why are you here? There need to be some questions asked first. What the, I just see some random person, whether it's a guy or a girl, in a blacked out car in a suit, and they like, I need you to come talk to me for a second, nigga. Hell no. Are you the feds? Who are you? My mama said don't talk to strangers. I think I'm gonna listen to that. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. I personally, I don't mess with Roc Nation, bro. Y'all been knew this though. That one of my first videos that I made when I started re-uploading on this channel was exposing Meg Thee Stallion and Roc Nation. We will slowly see to follow them. Either that or they're gonna somehow make my video get no views. But anyways, guys, that's your boy Haki, and I am out. Peace.